Acre. Oh.
Hello, my beautiful gamers. We are returning and continuing here in the world domination run for Doodle Empires. Only one will survive. And let's jump right into it. Here we have Ecuador. They have kind of just all these islands, so I think they're gonna go and start a reconquest of their homeland here against Peru, who so brutally, absolutely obliterated them last time. Somalia here, I think they're just gonna, beat up Ethiopia some more. That's kind of all they're doing. Turkey, oh, Turkish large expand. They can probably kick Greece out completely. Oh, take Cyprus too. Why not? This is huge. This could be big. This could be big. Australia. They're gonna go here and try and take their section of Papua New Guinea back for good. Malaysia, on the other hand, union with Indonesia. I think so. I think Indonesia gives up, submits to the Malaysian government. Czechia. You can't really tell it apart from Russia too well, but it's this little sliver here. And so they're gonna just kind of like fill in and blob a little bit. Maybe I'll change their color just a smidgen to sort of separate them. Yeah, you can be like a pale blue. See, there you go. Now you can see them just fine. Portugal. I think they'll just continue their war against Argentina, Hopefully they can, like, fully wipe them out. I think that's their plan, Their plan, at least. I'm not saying hopefully as in that's what I want. Of course. Of course I don't think that. Zimbabwe, on the other hand, kill Botswana. Tanzania. They've got a lot of room to just blob here wherever they want. I think they'll just take a little bit of everyone. And what? I don't even see a blue pixel. I don't know what that's about. India, on the other hand, I think they're gonna maybe kick out the Malaccas. Yeah, take Sri Lanka too. Heck yeah, India's strong. India, world superpower. Tanzania, it's gonna continue just doing their thing. Bangladesh here, I think, they're probably super scared of how powerful India is now, so they're gonna preemptive war as they accidentally nibble at China as well, just a little bit. And they're just getting in there, just getting a little bit. And Spain here, let's see, take the pixel from Great Britain, and then connect your territory. Yeah, just screw over France. Screw over France. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing right now. Take a bit there, and you know what? Maybe, get your stuff, your old colony in Morocco back. Oman. Maybe try to unite with Qatar a little bit. I mean, unite, invade, conquer, maybe even would be a better word. But you know what I mean. Venezuela here. Venezuela, great expand. They can probably kick out the Bahamas. We'll see. Okay, yeah, they totally, super easily take out the Bahamas. Can they conquer Suriname completely? Not completely. They do majorly do such a thing. India, not a fan of what Bangladesh. Can I speak, please? Bangladesh just did. So they just go in and completely. It's their country now. Ooh, Japan large expand. This could be big. Let's see. So they kick the Chinese out there, and a lot of Korea. All of Korea, one might say. Germany. I think they're gonna push against Russia. That's just what makes the most sense here. And probably up along the coast a little bit. It's a very strong Germany. Niger. A union with Nigeria. That makes sense. Those two. Their names are similar. That's all the justification you need. Botswana. gonna fight back and do so wonderfully. Okay, Tunisia, where I'm not seeing this pink pixel. Can I see an origin? No, nothing's different. Okay, whatever. Mexico. Ooh, a union. You know, I think maybe Colombia is so scared, not squared. So scared about, you know, what just happened in Venezuela. They just completely destroyed everyone. So maybe Mexico and Colombia unite, and oh my goodness, these are like almost the same shade of green. So we're gonna go with Colombia's color. Then we'll mix it into just a horrendous yellow. It doesn't look too bad. It's still not the prettiest. Chad, on the other hand, on the other, not really the other side of the world, but you know what's up. Iran, yeah, take out Kuwait there, and maybe, okay, whatever. You didn't have too much. South Sudan, can they hang on and survive? Maybe a little. Ecuador, yeah, they decide they don't actually want to do anything. Eritrea, a large expand here. Okay, I think they're gonna go and get, like, yeah, just get the coast. You know, heck, they take the strait here. Eritrea doing some mad business. Oops. No, we are on Georgia. Who gets a union? With Armenia. That makes sense. You know, they decide to stop fighting each other, and we're like, you know, we'll just team up instead. That's way cooler. Papua New Guinea, you know, prioritize Australia, kick them off the island, and then Malaysia, and look at that, unified island. Egypt, never mind. Chile, let's get, you know, they can't resist the urge. They've got to like hug the coast a little bit more. And you know, Peru's kind of the scary right there. Namibia, maybe they unite with Botswana. Yeah, you know, nice strong nation there. Afghanistan, we can have just kind of blob. They just kind of blob. Ooh, yeah, get those few pixels there. Kill whoever that was. Medium expand with Ethiopia. I think they'll try and get some stuff there. You know, Ethiopia's not doing too bad. They're not. I think they're slightly bigger than what they started as. Burkina Faso, you know, just you know, attack the Union. You know, team up against the strong and whatnot. Suriname, you know, they take some land back. The Maldives, are they gonna be? They'll probably take Sri Lanka back, and they take like everything back. Oh my goodness. You know, India's too focused with Bangladesh, and Cambodia's gonna take their old land back. And oops, oh no, oops, oopsie, oh no, we got lost. Moldova, you just kick Slovakia a little bit, but then also probably, you know, take some of Turkey too. They're a little scary at the moment. Albania, never mind. Afghanistan, wait. Did I feel like I clicked on someone else by accident? No, I didn't. Okay, we're still in Afghanistan. So let's get the Afghanistan coastline, maybe. Oh my goodness. Pakistan, no. The Philippines. Ooh, they're going to be able to continue their push. Ooh, ever so slightly. More naval invasions. They're standing strong. Denmark gets a union. Oh, so Norway took the original homeland. Maybe with Iceland. Yeah. Greenland and Iceland together at last. Finland over here, on the other hand, a small expand. I'm thinking maybe they can take. Ooh, they take a little bit back. It's not much, but they take a little bit. Madagascar, yeah, try to push against Tanzania a bit more. Japan, ooh, medium expand. Okay, they're continuing to be pretty big here. So I'm thinking maybe go for this peninsula. You know, I think they took the capital at that point, isn't it? Like, it's one of these rivers. That's about all I know. Make of that what you will. Cambodia are gonna continue their just war for total control. Sweden, on the other hand, is going to put Finland back in its place. Yeah, take that. Cote d'Ivoire. I mean, they can just blob. They can just blob. Sudan. I'm thinking they finally, they finally get rid of South Sudan. It's all Sudan now. Mauritania can end West Sahara. I think that's what it was. Germany, can they push further? Oh, a little bit. They probably take that island. Get a little further. Yeah, good job. Oh, Russia did not like that one bit. So they're actually just gonna keep pushing. Let's see how. Oh. Let's see. Okay, we'll go with Russia gets that far, and then they also take this. And then, heck, maybe they try and take all of Finland. Russia's a little scary. My goodness. That was a medium expand. Australia. Yeah, they do their thing again. They're gonna keep pushing there. The Bahamas. They're gonna try and get their landing back here. And the United Kingdom. Ooh. Do they get... I think they could end France with a medium expand. Oh my goodness. Oh, Great Britain. Finally, the 100 Years' War ends in an English victory after all these years. They've waited for this moment. And it's finally theirs. No more French. Malawi with a great expand. Okay. Let's see what they do here. Maybe they get a landing on Madagascar. Yeah, just go crazy. Why not? Get all the islands surrounding it too. Yeah, just a few more pocket landings here. Oh my goodness. Craziest thing I've seen. All turn. Norway. On the other hand, I think they're gonna just keep on going with unifying Scandinavia. I mean, really, they did it. It's unified now. Doesn't everyone just live in this little circle? I'd have to look at a population density map for a fact check there, but I think that's true. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below. And then, yeah, further blobbing here in Southwest Africa. Cambodia, can they actually expand this time? Woo, let's end Vietnam, they say excitedly, even though Vietnam's too sneaky. They still have 10 pixels. The Congo, on the other hand. Heck, maybe they go there. Maybe they can get Tanzania, get another coast to coast, as they say. Switzerland, ooh. Let's see, because Switzerland borders are, okay, they're already bigger than what they would ever be. They're still just in the middle there, but a little more bigger, as they say. And we have, okay, Mauritania again. I think they can end this, almost, this Cabo Verde. Switzerland again. Ooh, heck, maybe they go full, Burgundian kingdom up in here. Pakistan. Ooh, they're gonna fight for their survival. Do they fight? Yeah, they take the river. And then, they should be fighting Afghanistan, but they could fight India instead, and I think that's what they would do. Malawi, maybe keep pushing against Madagascar. Slowly, but slow but steady progress. And the Maldives can just keep marching north, really. That's all they really can do. Kenya, yeah, just push in places. Eritrea probably can get their coast back there. And maybe get all of Yemen. At least the mountainous parts there. Niger, the full unified Niger, they're gonna fight for all their land. There we go. Nice and strong. Sweden actually hates the idea of being ruled by Norway, fun fact. So they fight back here. and get their capital, which is Stockholm. Fun fact. Geography fun facts here. And there we go. South Africa survives. Japan, can they push even more? Small expand. Okay, respectable. Respectable. And there we go. Very strong. Tunisia, you actually don't exist. Denmark. Where do they even push? I mean, heck, maybe they try and take. Ooh, maybe they like send a big invasion fleet and take the islands and then go towards their old capital. And here you go. They're actually gonna reconquer all of Scandinavia one day. Denmark's back in it. Denmark is back in it. Heck yeah, guys. Cabo Verde. Yeah, take their scattered pixels, unite them a little bit. Italy. I mean, I think they'd just fight Albania. Heck, they could go right for the source. Yeah, there we go. Albania's head has been cut off, metaphorically speaking, of course. Austria also getting in on the anti-Albania action. Wow, large expand from Vietnam. That's crazy. Vietnam's gonna. Can they just like get all their stuff back? They can't. My goodness, and then some. They've never been bigger. Papua New Guinea is gonna kick out the Australians. And yeah, good job. Turkmenistan. Heck, they can like keep eating at Kazakhstan. I think that's what they're doing. And, oops, did not mean to click on Russia. Malawi is gonna finish off Madagascar. Yeah, there we go. Beautiful. Beautiful sight to behold. And then, yeah, I guess take the action back to South Africa. Eritrea. Can they get the coast? Oh, no, they didn't have enough. Maybe that wasn't the smartest use. Spain. Maybe they continue eating at Morocco. That's what I'm thinking they would do. Mauritania. Maybe. Nope. They cannot do it. Very sadly. The Bahamas. Dang, if only Venezuela could roll or draw a card, I should say. There's no rolling involved. Okay, now Cabo Verde is gone and done for forever. And oh my goodness, that was a very nice turn. Oman. Let's see, maybe they can finish off. Nope, just barely cannot. Turkey once again, medium expand. Oh, does Turkey win? Turkey wins. Greece loses. Greece is no more. Greece has died. F in chat, I guess. Oh wait, who did I pick? Is it? Gosh, I forget. Ooh. I wish it displayed which country you had selected. It shows the color. Right? So in my little crayon thing. Maybe they unite with Timor-Leste, I'm thinking. Yeah, there we go. Okay, see, it was Malaysia. We're all good. Egypt. Let's see, they can maybe push further south there. Maybe go into Turkey a little bit. Get that stuff. There you go. Nice, strong, and stable Egypt. Kenya, yeah, just keep going crazy. Papua New Guinea now has, a union. Well, it's not going to be Australia, so I feel like it has to be Malaysia. Like, heck. What? Oh, the Christian? Okay, that's what we're saying they are. I wasn't sure if they even had, like, an official religion. But I was just curious. Albania. Let's see, they're going to take the coast and their capital back. Yes. Vietnam. Maybe Vietnam can unify. They're definitely going to kill Cambodia after being betrayed by them. That was brutal. Iran. Maybe, yeah, take their old stuff back. That's what I would do personally. This is a fake Brazil. I don't even know where the pixel for it is. Chile. Yeah, continue focusing on Peru. They just march along the coast here. Meanwhile, Papua New Guinea can take these islands and these ones and these ones. You know, screw it. They land themselves in Australia. Norway. Let's see. Does Norway have what it takes? Finally, after all these years. Nope. The answer is nope. A firm nope. Bangladesh. Let's see. Yeah, they're gonna have to try and get their old land back. Yeah, they're two separate ones. The green was similar for a second there. I was like, wait, did these unify? Zimbabwe. Ooh, large expand. So they're gonna, yeah, take this out. I think they had that at one point. Germany. Okay, small expand. Push Russia back a little bit. Ooh, Russia has like a 1 mile by 1 mile piece of land. It's probably bigger than that. I wonder what the pixel to actual area ratio is. Tanzania. Pop off. Niger. Oh yeah, they're gonna just gobble up Burkina Faso. Yeah, that was that country which previously existed and no longer does. Finland is gonna push against Russia, I think. They have experience in that regard. Sweden is gonna kick Denmark out once again and start fighting Norway. Vietnam continues their push. Yeah, they do. To unite Southeast Asia. And so they get Laos just obliterated, just gobbled up. Moldova. Never mind. They don't do anything. Nothing interesting. Czechia. Oh, it's Czechia, not Slovakia. Well, they can, I guess, push for their old land. Chad. Yeah, Chad does Africa things. Cabo Verde is actually these islands too. I thought this was... Actually, I have no idea who I thought this was. I just assumed it was someone else. But you know what? They're taking the islands back and they're landing. Mauritania thought. Denmark's back at it again. Not one to quit so easily. It's just because they have Greenland that they have so much juice. Turkey, on the other hand, is just gonna keep rolling. They take Albania. They fight against Egypt a little bit. Mexico, large expand. Dang. They might take Ecuador just for the lulz, and then start fighting Peru. They're on a bit of a fun kick, as some might say. Portugal, large expand. I think it's definitely not going to be enough to take out Argentina. I mean, it's bigger than it or more expensive, at least. A deeper juice sink, as the Doodle Empires community would put it. Niger. I don't think anyone talks like that. But I do. Denmark, oh, they got it back to back, so that means they're just here. Let's see it. Yeah, I think Denmark's the favorite to win at the moment. Libya, I haven't seen them go. So I think they've got that. Yeah, go there. And then maybe they can take Tunisia. Heck, maybe they, get the old Algerian lands. Russia once again. Russia great expand. That's pretty scary. That's actually extremely scary. I think Germany's dead. Germany's dead. Czechia's dead. Moldova's dead. Heck, Austria's dead. I say Yugoslavia. Albania's dead. Heck, maybe they push to this river. And Heck, well, they're gonna go for Constantinople, as they say. And oh my gosh, does Turkey die to Russia? Turkey dies to Russia. This is the most OP Great Expand I've ever witnessed. Like, holy cow. You know what? They take Georgia. They just waltz in there and take Georgia. Let's see, who else does Russia want to eat? Maybe Finland. Maybe they end in Finland. Try to get revenge on Finland because they were attacking Russia earlier. That's scary. I really don't like this shade of blue. I'm gonna be so honest. Let's make them a light pink like that. I want it to be actually visible. Gosh, that's also horrendous. Maybe a green. You know, that's a fine enough color. Russia's scary. I think I'm gonna have people team up on Russia. Switzerland, aka freaking Burgundy up in here. Yeah, speaking of teaming up against Russia, there we go. Take some of that Russian land. Denmark. Well, they've got to finish their push here to unify, but then, you know, then they can focus on Russia. They could take some right now. But like Norway's still got a little bit of territory. Sweden and Finland are dead though. Madagascar has this 1 pixel. You know what? Never mind. You know, they do still have that 1 pixel. It's just not important. Cote d'Ivoire. Oh, here we go. Suriname. Continuing again. Maybe they kick out the Bahamas? Nope. Just barely cannot do that. Venezuela, great expand. Dang it. I wanted to see it. I really did. I wanted something crazy happening. Vietnam. Let's see. Can they union with Thailand? That's what it has to be. They did it. They did it. Vietnam has united them. Congo gets a small expand. And which direction do they go? Maybe they'll push east. Get a little coastline going there. From sea to shining sea. Gosh, China, you know, they'll probably focus on Japan. I think they have more history there. The Philippines, I don't think they've even been drawn. Okay, 299. We'll end on 300. Malawi. Let's see what they do. Medium expand. Okay, kill Madagascar officially. And then just go up there. Okay, here's the world as we have it. Quick, super fast rundown. Nothing happened in North America. This is what it looks like, though. Mexico and Colombia united to just make a mess of South America. Chile's just kind of marched north a little into Peru. Nothing much has happened, though. Argentina is almost dead. This region, these people are fighting. But the Bahamas, Suriname, Venezuela. Africa is Africa-ing, as I like to say. Ethiopia is still alive. Egypt is too. This is going on. Algeria is kind of getting eaten. France got murdered by England. Denmark has unified Scandinavia more or less. Russia, you know, okay, the green's a little too close to Italy's green. You know, maybe I'll make Italy a. Sure, Italy is gonna be this gray. Blue. There we go. Italy. It was confusing me. The colors are very similar, but Russia got a great expand, and that let them just gobble up like all of Eastern Europe plus Germany, and it was really scary. Papua New Guinea conquered all of Indonesia and Malaysia, just all the islands. Vietnam unified Southeast Asia. India is getting slowly eaten. China is also getting slowly eaten by Japan and the Philippines. And that is the world at 300 turns. This has been Doodle Empires World Domination Part 2. And thank you for making it to the end of the video, and gosh, I'm just so appreciative, and I just wish you a wonderful day. And let me know if you'd like this series to keep on going. And with all that being said, peace.